Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma directs the PHE department to institute inquiry into allegations of unsafe drinking water supply in the city. Meghalaya, Assam to deploy neutral forces in border areas. CRPF organizes cross-country bike expedition to celebrate Nari Shakti. And Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launched second edition of Meghalaya Grassroots Music Project. And now the news in detail. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has asked the Department of Public Health Engineering to order an immediate inquiry into the allegations made by the Federation of Khasi, Jaintia and Garo people about the unsafe drinking water supply in 44 localities in Shillong city. Talking to DD News Meghalaya, the Chief Minister said the state government is examining the report submitted by the organization on Tuesday. As per FSSAI standards, the normal pH value of drinking water ranges from 6.5 to 8.5 respectively. Below 6.5, the water is said to be acidic in nature.
Into the entire process and especially the 46 tanks that they have mentioned, and also to ensure that we go into all the other areas that are there. It's a large network, large system, and therefore we need to ensure that we take all the aspects into consideration. But as I said, nonetheless, we are not taking anything lightly. We will examine all the factors.
Reacting to the questions raised from some quarters about the move of the Meghalaya government to withdraw forces from the disputed border, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said it is a misconception. He said that as Assam is withdrawing the police from their side, Meghalaya will also show confidence and reciprocate the same. Neutral forces will be brought in withdrawn areas. It may be mentioned that the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and his Assam counterpart Himanta Biswa Sharma had met on Saturday as part of the second phase of border talks and decided to withdraw state police forces from the disputed areas and employ neutral forces like the Central Reserve Police Force.
Assam is withdrawing the police from their side, and they will be bringing in neutral forces in those locations. There are certain concerns and areas which Assam has mentioned, that if Assam is moving one step on one side, then they have requested that if Meghalaya also can adjust accordingly, so that there is a reciprocation from our side. So it's not that we are moving backwards, but since Assam has offered and said that they will bring neutral forces there, it's another gesture from our side to ensure that both sides are able to bring in neutrality. Another very important thing is that in the next few days you will see, which was discussed in the meeting, that there are some particular BOPs which were constructed very much within the borders of even the non-disputed zones of Meghalaya state, and Assam has given commitment that those will be withdrawn also.
The Central Reserve Police Force, in collaboration with the Ministry of Women and Child Development, is organizing a cross-country bike expedition with Yashashwini, a group of CRPF women bikers, to celebrate Nari Shakti of the country. In the eastern region, the rally is set to begin from Shillong. A total of 150 women CRPF officers riding 75 Royal Enfield motorbikes divided into 3 teams embarked on a cross-country rally today. These teams will start their journeys from the northern Srinagar, eastern Shillong and a southern Kanyakumari region of India. The Meghalaya Grassroots Music Project launched its second season yesterday by Chief Minister Conrad Sangma along with Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh in Khandailat, Shillong. The MGMP is a collaboration of Meghalaya Tourism Department and the Meghalayan Age. The project is slated to kick off from next week and will be reaching out to every district. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said through the Meghalaya Grassroots Project in the first season, around 1,600 performers performed in around 3,000 music events. Furthermore, the project aims to forge a profound connection between music and tourism, spotlighting the rich cultural heritage of Meghalaya.
the season 2 that we are having of the grassroots program is meant to again give another opportunity. This whole idea is to really showcase the talent that we have. As you know, through this program, the government funds 1,600 artists last year. We paid them to perform every day or every weekend in different locations. So we created employment out of musicians. By using the money, of course, that tourists are bringing in, taxes coming in, we are paying our musicians, they perform, we create jobs out of it. And that's how we're trying to create an industry and an economy out of music.
Meghalaya Health Minister and NPP leader Ampreen Lingdo yesterday said that there are 38 languages of various states listed for consideration to be recognized in the 8th schedule and appealed to all the political parties going for the 2024 parliamentary polls to include the demands in their manifesto. Meanwhile, the minister also informed that one MBBS candidate from East Jaintia Hills has been denied the seat from the state quota of unreserved seat after the Deputy Commissioner reviewed the issue of the Permanent Resident Certificate (PRC) and found the individual not eligible for issuance of the PRC. The seat will be duly accorded to the next person in the waiting list of the unreserved category, she added.
Khasi of the state, indigenous language of the state of Meghalaya, is one of the 38 listed languages that are awaiting the assent for submission of amendment to the Parliament, both the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha. Became controversial because of several details that were, indicated to government at that point of time. We have sent the provisional PRCs to the various districts, giving them an instruction that henceforth there shall be no more issuance of a provisional certificate.
More than 500 employees of the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council delay in receiving their monthly salaries. The JHADC employees have been waiting for their salaries for the past 10 months. The Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council Staff Association is now urging the government to address their financial crisis by promptly paying their dues. In their demands, if their demands are not met, they have warned that alternative forms of protest will be considered in the near future. And now here is the weather reports. The maximum temperature recorded was 20.8 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 16 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 93%, while in the evening it stood at 96%. Rainfall recorded was 8.2 millimeters. The forecast: moderate rain is likely to occur at most places. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma directs the PHE department to institute inquiry into allegations of unsafe drinking water supply in the city. Meghalaya, Assam to deploy neutral forces in the border areas. CRPF organizes cross-country bike expedition to celebrate Nari Shakti. And Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launched the second edition of Meghalaya Grassroots Music Project. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.